What's going on, all my concept thinkers? I go by Mr. J. Howard, Concept Business Success. Super excited to be here today. Today is Monday. Of course, just left the gym, got that good old morning workout in. Excited to be here today to teach you where you can find your wholesale deals. Where do you find these off-market properties in order for you to wholesale? And of course, before we dive in, if this content brings you any type of insight, knowledge, gainful tips in order for you to maximize your wholesale efforts, your wholesale enterprise, I need for you to like, subscribe, share, give me a few comments, give me some feedback. Of course, check out the website, mrjhoward.com. On there, you'll find some free resources, some free tools to take your wholesale business to the next level. You'll also find the How to Make 5K Before 5 O'Clock wholesale enterprise course, step by step, showing you exactly how to go straight to the bank. I'm super excited. Let's dive right into it. So, first and foremost, I always tell people my absolute favorite, absolute winner, and to date, still the number one way that we bring in wholesale deals is driving for dollars. Yes, at this point, my business has done thousands and thousands of dollars of wholesale transactions, thousands and thousands a month. We do a couple deals a month, and I would say I'm probably on the more conservative, I guess I'll use that word, side with where our operations are now, seeing a couple deals a month, and we're growing. And I'm super excited about that because that couple deals a month, we make sure that it's worth our time. And if you've taken my course or you're in my Discord group, then you know what deals I like to count as deals and what deals I like to kind of count as operation costs. And they always add up, right? Dollar adds up. But some deals, I like to try to cash out at a certain amount. And you want to make sure you find the deals that's worth your time. So to bring the value in it. My top value deals are coming from driving for dollars. There is an app. We'll put a link in the description for the Driving for Dollars app that I use. I'm super excited about it. However, I will tell you that I not only use that app, I jump back and forth between that app and Podio's PropStream's app. I'm sorry. PropStream has a really good app that's kind of set up like Driving for Dollars, but for the most part, same concept. You're going to drive around. You're going to put a heart by the property that you like. You're going to run a skip trace. You're going to contact the owner. And I'm one of those type of people. I like to have conversations. So I'm subject to pull in front of the property, hit the like button, run the skip trace, and call them right then and there. I mean, why not, right? You can add them to the list, have your VA call them, or you call them later. But sometimes those deals that just feel absolutely right, you want to go ahead and give them a call. And those are the deals that we've cashed out on. $20,000 wholesale assignment fees, $15,000, $10,000 as of just a couple weeks ago, a quick $6,000, right? So feel free to park, run all your numbers, run your skip trace, go ahead and start that conversation, even if you got to follow up with them later. So driving for dollars is definitely still the number one way that we bring in these off-market properties. I would say another way that we're bringing in some off-market properties is by using PropStream. Right, we're gonna run, and I know there's been some PropStream edits lately as far as comps and different things like that. But if you've taken my course, and I believe I have another video on it too, I show you how to do reverse comps by using the big names like Zillow, Realtor.com, and all those other websites. You can really run reverse comps and still figure out what comps you need. It just involves some pen and paper, right? Or if you're an Excel spreadsheet or Google Sheet guru, you could use that as well. But take advantage of that. As a matter of fact, I might have posted on my Instagram. And since we're talking about Instagram, we're super excited. We just hit 1,000 followers. We're excited. And we know that that is such a small milestone, maybe to you. But for us, that's absolutely huge because we know that we're just going to continue to add zeros to that, just like we're adding zeros to the wholesale deals and assignment fees that we are crushing. And I have a really good team, and I'm super excited to continue to bring that information to you. So just like the Instagram is growing, the Facebook page is growing, Mr. J. Howard on all platforms, we're going to continue to grow this YouTube channel and bring you free content. I mean, why not? There's enough meat on the bone for us all to eat, and I want to make sure that you can get this information. So diving back into it, using PropStream, run you some lists. I name my lists. I'm pretty weird, right? I do like March Madness. What do I do? April showers. I do different things like that. And I go on my PropStream and I'm pulling lists for absentee owners. I'm pulling lists for, you know, different, tax liens. I'm pulling lists for anyone that is, or different liens rather, sorry, not just tax liens, but it could be any type of liens, distant owners, vacant properties, recent divorcees, and just different things like that, right? We're pulling those lists and we're making sure probate. We're making sure that we're getting in contact with those owners. Now, I have a really unique marketing system that I use as far as multiple touches for the property owners once I get opt into that list. So I may be talking to them via ringless voicemail. We're absolutely going to give them a phone call. We do text message blasts. And then if we can't reach them or for whatever reason we're having trouble getting in contact with the direct owner, we're going to do a postcard, a mailer, something like that, right? So I have a really unique system of how I do mine. I'm not telling you how to do yours, but absolutely take advantage of, what you see there. Next thing we're going to talk about is buying lists. All right. Yes, there are so many out there, right? Obviously, there's some notable ones, some more famous ones that you can reach out to on like Bigger Pockets and different things like that. Take advantage of those that sell lists. Look at the list. I would say, yes, reviews are important. If you're doing wholesaling, I really encourage you to be a part of some local real estate CREA group that is like or RIA group. Sorry, CREA for us because we're Carolina. But your real estate investors association or whatever your local real estate group is, networking is really going to be the best place for you to have conversations with other wholesalers or other investors and ask them where do they get their lists from, right? There's so many of them, so I won't try to name them all, but take advantage of them. To be honest, as far as good list pullers or anything like that, a lot of times they're pulling from some of the same websites that you have access to. And I'm not knocking my list pullers out there. Some of them have access prior to, or some of them do their own research and they hammer out a lot of the bad leads or the dead leads prior to selling you a list. So it's really going to be up to you. We purchased lists, but it's been quite a while since we purchased some lists, right? Oftentimes we're kind of pulling our own list, but we have access to some of the bigger list websites, and sometimes we just pull a list to, compare our data and see if it's pulling some of the same data. Especially when I'm doing virtual wholesaling, I may reach out for different lists, etc. The quickest way for me to know if that list puller is a good list puller is to get through his list and see if it brought any significant value. And if so, and we're not seeing a lot of dead leads or bad skip traces, whatever the case may be, we may use that list puller again. So absolutely take advantage of that. So driving for dollars, of course, PropStream, feeding those leads into your Podio system or whatever CRM that you're using. You can use list pullers. And then another way that you can find some deals is going to be the Craigslist. All right. Craigslist, every once in a while, you will get someone to list a very good value property. All right. Of course, I mean like a distressed property. Or they may just have a really unique situation and they don't know about all of the, different ways that they could sell their property, and they don't want to deal with a realtor. They don't even think they can at that point because the property is such a distressed situation. So yeah, definitely scrub your Craigslist every once in a while. You're going to have a lot of wholesalers on there that are posting properties to try to get you into their funnel. That's okay. But have the conversation. Every once in a while, you'll have an owner on there that's posting a valuable property for you that will make sense for your marketing efforts. I would say I do run some ads on Facebook every once in a while. As a matter of fact, we run some monthly and just kind of keep them going. Very low budget. but we do it just to keep web presence, some SEO marketing connected to our concept properties website. And then, like I said, running some Facebook ads. We let our video keep running, and we buy houses, all of that stuff. Of course, Bandit Signs. I am a fan of Bandit Signs. I know right now Bandit Signs are just under some significant scrutiny as far as different neighborhood groups going and collecting them and throwing them away, and it's horrible. I really wish they wouldn't do that. But at the same time, not every wholesaler is doing the right thing with their Bandit Signs, putting them in people's yards. And you should really monitor your Bandit Signs. If you're gonna run a quick campaign and put out some Bandit Signs on some different corners, realistically you should be running them in a cycle, i.e. I'm gonna put them out there for 15 days and then I'm gonna go take my signs back and put them in a different area. You shouldn't really be putting your sign somewhere and just leaving it there forever, because once the weather gets to it or whatever the case may be, it could be damaged, and then it's really considered littering. So monitor your Bandit Signs if you're going to put them out there. Make sure they make sense too, right? I see a lot of Bandit Signs just going crazier and crazier. All right, get straight to the point. You buy houses, you buy trailers, whatever. Your name is Uncle Sam, Auntie Sue, whatever. Get to the point. Put your sign out there. We have some seasonal signs actually. So this is just a tip. It's a free tip for you guys. All right. We have some seasonal signs, and we do it out there for whatever holiday it is. So we have some that's kind of dressed up like Christmas, some that's dressed up like 4th of July, et cetera, St. Patrick's Day, right? We have some different signs, and we put it out there and kind of tie that in with our campaign. I personally put out a lot of my signs, but I do hire people to put out some signs every once in a while. They gain a couple extra bucks. Hey, if I get a lead or two out of it, pays for the whole operation anyway. So take advantage of that. Talked about Facebook, talked about Bandit Signs. Any other way? I would say just personal research on like Zillow, Realtor.com, etc. Sometimes there are deals for sale by owner that people post on there. And you can tell, right, just by reading the details if it's a for sale by owner. If you see something that really makes your stomach go, man, that may be a good deal, do your numbers, do some research on it. And if it absolutely makes sense, contact the owner. Let them know what you do. Hey, listen, I'm in the business of, acquiring properties, helping connect sellers with buyers. I have a few sellers that are really doing a lot of investing in this area. I'd love to just simply connect you with them. Can I get some details about the property? And then pass those details over to them. And if they ask you, like, are you a wholesaler, whatever, tell them, yeah, absolutely. But listen, we're closing deals monthly, right? Or consecutively, right? We're closing deals consecutively. We're pretty good at what we do. Our marketing skills are really good. And we have this group of buyers, right? And I want to loan that resource to you. All right, in order for us to close this deal. I mean, so it's a win-win situation. They may be open to that, they may not be, but just take advantage of it. I would say if that is something that you have a little bit of time to go ahead and do, go ahead and do it. So that's how you find some off-market properties. I hope this content brings you some value. Feel free to give me a little bit of feedback, like, subscribe, share. Take advantage of all these different ways. It's several ways out there. Be careful what you just spend money on. I'm not telling you to go out there and just purchase leads. But if you're really running a wholesale enterprise anyway, you have access to a lot of the systems that we talked about, whether it's PropStream, Driving for Dollars, obviously your Podio or whatever CRM you're in. You're prepared to pay a little bit for leads, and don't go crazy on paying for leads. Because you can find a lot of these yourself. Make phone calls. All right. Now, whether you're taking advantage of a virtual agent that you got off of Fiverr or Upwork, whatever, you need to be making some phone calls. You need to make sure that your script is going well. Take advantage of some Facebook ads, Bandit Signs, etc. All right. I hope this helps, guys. Super excited for the next video. Thanks.